I'm going to show you how to use the resistor color code to identify the value of the resistor just by looking at the color code. In this chart you can see that there is a resistors with up to 3, 4, 5 color bands, but that's only in very special resistors. Most of the time it's only 4 color bands. So we're going to skip that. The third digit usually doesn't exist, only in special occasions. But the most common resistors have only 4 color bands. So let's stick to the 4 color bands. The first digit represents a number from 0 to 9. So the black color is 0, brown 1, red 2, orange 3, yellow 4, green 5, blue 6, purple 7, gray 8 and white 9. The second digit, same thing, numbers from 0 to 9. The third digit, that's the one that we are not looking at, we don't have that most of the time. So we skip the third digit. Then the fourth digit, the fourth in our case, in those resistors, that's the third color actually. That's the multiplier. So the black is times 1, so times nothing. And then brown it's times 10, or you add 1 0 to the first digit. Let's say the first digit is 1, second digit is 5, that's 15. And then the multiplier is, let's say, red, that's 15, and then times 100, that's 1500 ohms. If you have the first color is 1, second color is 5, that's 15, and then the next color is orange, that's times 1000, so that means like 15,000 ohms. And then the last digit, that's tolerance. Brown is 1%, red is 2%, and then gold is 5%, and silver is 10%. Most of the time you're going to see silver, and sometimes you can see gold, but mostly silver, most common ones. So let's practice on some resistors and see if we can figure it out here. Here I have a bunch of resistors. Let's take some of them. Let's take one of them, one at a time. So let's try and experiment with this resistor here. We see that the first color is brown, and brown is 1. The second color is black. Black is 0, so that's a total of 10. And then the next color is the multiplier. The multiplier here is gold. Well, you don't see that very often. Gold is multiplied by 0.1. So that means that we have 1, 0, and then times 0.01. That means we have a 1 ohm resistor there. And the tolerance is gold, that's 5%. So if 1 ohm can be 1.05 or 0.95 ohms. So let's check with our multimeter and see what we measure here, see if it's right. So we hook up our multimeter. And we're going to test the value. So our reading shows 1.4 plus 5%, it's 1.05 or 0.95. So this is more than what we expect. But the problem is, if we make a short with our leads here, if we short our leads with nothing in there, just plain short, see like that, we short our leads, then we should read 0 ohms, but we read 0.4, so we have to deduct 0.4 from our reading. So our reading shows 1.4, but we have to deduct 0.4, so we read the exact value is 1 ohm, which is exactly what we read, 1 ohm. Okay, let's try another resistor. Let's flip this over to the other side. The first color is purple, that's 7. Second one is green, that's 5, so that's 75. And then the third one is orange, that's 3 zeros times 1000. So that means it's 75,000 ohms or 75 kilo ohms. So and then the last color, it's gold, means 5%. So we had 75,000 ohms. Okay, let's measure it and see what we got. See if we are right. This is what I measure, 75.1 kilo ohm, or 75,100 ohms. Plus it has a 5% tolerance. So we are right. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, we got this one here. First color is red, that's 2. Then black, that's 0. That's 20, and 4 zeros, that's 200 kilo ohms, or 200,000 ohms. Okay, let's measure it. 200,000 ohms, 200 kilo ohms. And this is what I read, 198.5 kilo ohms. And it has a tolerance of brown, it's brown, 1%, wow. Yeah, something like that. 190,000 plus 1%. That's, yeah, that's in there. We have this one here. Red, that's 2. Red again, that's 2, 22. And then yellow, it's 4 zeros. It's 220 kilo ohms. And the last color is gold, that means 5%. 220 kilo ohms. Let's measure it. And this is what it shows, 215 kilo ohms. But with a 5% tolerance, so we're okay. So now you know how to do it, and you just have to remember the colors and the numbers, and then you're ready to go.